Welcome back to our channel. Today, join us to discover how to positive in bad times, a powerful motivational short story. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where it feels like life is constantly throwing challenges your way? You wake up one morning, and it seems as though the universe has conspired against you. Maybe it's a job loss, a relationship that's gone sour, or even just a string of mishaps that leave you feeling overwhelmed. In those moments, it's easy to get swept up in negativity, to let despair take the wheel. But what if I told you that there's a way to navigate through the storm? To find light even in the darkest of times? Today, I want to share a story that illustrates how we can stay positive, even when life feels like a relentless barrage of bad news. By the end of this tale, I hope you'll walk away with insights that can help you maintain your optimism. No matter the circumstances, let's take a journey to a place not so far away, the beautiful kingdom of Sundar, nestled in the heart of Canada. In this kingdom, there lived a wise old man, known far and wide for his profound wisdom and simple way of life. Despite his humble abode and modest means, he had something that made him stand out, a magnificent white horse. This wasn't just any horse, it was a symbol of beauty and grace. With a mane that shimmered like the morning sun, the villagers admired the horse. And soon, even the wealthiest nobles and the king himself offered extravagant sums of money to purchase it. Yet, the old man, with a twinkle in his eye, would always reply, "This horse is not merely a possession, it's family. You don't sell family, no matter how tempting the price." One fateful morning, the villagers awoke to shocking news: the old man's beloved horse had vanished from its stable. Panic swept through the kingdom as concerned neighbors rushed to his home, offering their sympathies and speculating about the tragedy that had befallen him. "What a shame," one neighbor lamented. "How could an old man like you protect such a valuable creature?" Another chimed in, "If you had sold the horse when you had the chance, you could have lived comfortably in your old age." Yet, the old man, with a calm demeanor that seemed almost otherworldly, simply responded, "All I know is that my horse is gone. Whether this is a blessing or a curse, only time will tell." Days turned into weeks, and just as the villagers began to forget the incident, the unexpected happened. The white horse returned. But it didn't come back alone. It brought with it a dozen wild horses, galloping into the old man's life like a whirlwind of excitement. Suddenly, his humble home transformed into a bustling hub of activity. News spread like wildfire, and once again, the villagers flocked to his doorstep. "You were right, old man. The loss of your horse was indeed a blessing in disguise. Now you have 12 horses. You could become the wealthiest man in the kingdom," they exclaimed. The old man smiled serenely, his eyes twinkling with wisdom as he replied, "All I know is that my horse has returned with 12 more. Whether this is a blessing or a curse, only time will tell." But life had more lessons in store for the old man. His son, eager to assist in taming the wild horses, threw himself into the task with determination. He was strong and capable. But soon tragedy struck. In a moment of misfortune, he was thrown from one of the wild horses and broke his leg. The injury was severe, and the villagers once again rushed to offer their condolences. "This is terrible," they cried. "Your son is your only support in old age. Now that he's injured, who will help you? This is surely a curse." Yet, the old man remained calm and said, "All I know is that my son has broken his leg. Whether this is a blessing or a curse, only time will tell." Weeks passed, and the kingdom was suddenly plunged into chaos. War broke out as the king's enemies launched a surprise attack, and all able-bodied young men were conscripted into the army. But the old man's son, due to his injury, was spared from the draft. As families bid farewell to their sons, not knowing if they would ever return, the villagers once again turned to the old man. "You were right all along," they said. "Your son's broken leg turned out to be a blessing. He is safe at home while our sons are at war." The old man replied with his familiar wisdom, "All I know is that my son is at home and not at war. Whether this is a blessing or a curse, only time will tell." Now, you might be wondering, how can someone remain so calm in the face of misfortune and uncertainty? This story, while seemingly simple, is a profound reminder of the power of perception and acceptance. In life, Events often unfold beyond our control. Sometimes, what appears to be a disaster might open the door to incredible opportunities. Conversely, what seems like a blessing might come with unforeseen challenges. Let me share a personal experience that resonates with this idea. There was a time in my life when I faced a significant setback in my career. I had poured my heart and soul into a project that ultimately failed, leaving me feeling defeated and lost. At that moment, it felt like the end of the world. But as time passed, I began to realize that this failure led me down a path I had never considered before, creating online content that now impacts thousands of lives. Just like the old man, I learned to step back, reassess, and remind myself that every situation is temporary. By avoiding snap judgments, I discovered resilience. We can also draw inspiration from modern-day stories of resilience. Take Oprah Winfrey, for instance. Early in her career, she faced a major setback when she was demoted from her role as a news anchor because her boss believed she wasn't fit for television. Instead of giving up, she pivoted and eventually became one of the most influential figures in media history. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who faced countless rejections from publishers before finally finding success with the Harry Potter series. She struggled as a single mother, but her challenges became the fuel that ignited her incredible success. These stories remind us that our darkest moments often conceal our greatest opportunities. So, what's the lesson here? The old man's wisdom teaches us an essential truth. The key to inner peace lies in our ability to accept life's uncertainties. Instead of rushing to label events as good or bad, we can adopt a neutral mindset and trust that time will reveal the true nature of events. It's crucial to remember that while we don't have control over everything that happens, we do have control over how we respond. By focusing on our actions and thoughts rather than external circumstances, we can build a life that isn't easily shaken by temporary setbacks. As we navigate the twists and turns of life, let's embrace the present moment. Life is a journey filled with unexpected challenges and opportunities. When we stop clinging to the need for immediate answers and start embracing the now, we cultivate resilience. Just like the wise old man in the story, we can learn to approach each moment with calmness and clarity. So, the next time you face difficulties, whether it's a minor inconvenience or a significant life challenge, remember that everything happens in its own time. Take a deep breath, remind yourself that this, too, shall pass, and allow yourself to find the silver lining amidst the storm. What's your takeaway from this story? I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's build a community that uplifts and supports one another, reminding each other of the power of positivity and resilience. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, your mindset shapes your reality. Stay positive, stay strong, and keep moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. If you found inspiration in this story, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Your support drives more meaningful stories like this. Together, let's continue to explore the power of resilience, the beauty of connection, and the importance of leaving a lasting impact on the world around us. Thank you for watching.